UBP. It's a long wait. Union Bank posts Holy Week check clearing sched. The Union Bank of the Philippines is managing the expectations of its depositors ahead of the long Holy Week and Araw ng Cagayangan holiday. Bank transactions, both online and through cash machines, made between 3 p.m. of Wednesday, April 5 until 3 p.m. of Tuesday, April 11, will be credited and reflected to destination accounts only by April 11, or the first day after the 5-day weekend. Mobile check deposits between April 6 to 10 will also be cleared only by April 11. Meanwhile, only 2 bank branches will be open by Sunday, April 9 at the Alabang Town Center and the Alabang Country Club. AC Ayala land to put up EV charging stations in malls, condos. The Ayala Group is riding on the growing popularity of electric vehicles in the country by setting up more charging stations in accessible locations. At the heels of the Kia EV6 grand launch, the conglomerate owned by the billionario Zobel de Ayala clan announced the establishment of charging stations for electric cars across its residential and commercial developments. Integrated Microelectronics Inc. is helping manufacture super-fast EV chargers through EMI China. Ayala Land, Inc. is establishing charging stations, not just in malls but also in residential, corporate, and industrial properties, Ayala Corp. announced. We do all these, and more, to help decarbonize the country and secure a better future for Filipinos, it added. Globe Telecom, Inc. Go na sa padala. GCash expands to UK. After launching its services in the United States, GCash is setting its sights on serving Filipinos in the United Kingdom. The Ayala-owned mobile wallet recently rolled out its services in the UK, the 6th country outside the Philippines where it established a presence. Users abroad can use an international SIM to sign up for the e-wallet and avail of the GCash services in the Philippines, which is useful especially for remittance transactions. GCash previously rolled out its beta app to users in Canada, Japan, Australia, Italy, and the United States. SMC San Miguel Corporation Look. RSA all smiles with Marcos at SMC Energy Storage System launch. Billionario Ramon Ang had the chance to chat with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. as they led the inauguration ceremony for San Miguel Global Power's latest expansion in Bataan. Marcos sat beside Ang at the opening of San Miguel's battery energy storage system in Limay, an expansion within its fuel refinery compound. They wore matching crisp white polos and hard hats as they cut the gold ribbon to the brand new facility. The president thanked the conglomerate for starting the power storage facility, saying it's a game changer for the national grid to balance over and undersupply of electricity. This technology is carving a distinct path towards a more energy secure and sustainable future for the country. It is clean, it is zero emission, zero water extraction, no noise pollution, Marcos Jr. said on March 31, as he heaped praises on Ang's ingenuity. Ali Ayala Land, Inc. Vincent Dai expects Atria Technohub to become Iloilo's BPO campus and business destination of choice. Property giant Ayala Land Inc. Ali has commenced construction of a cutting-edge office development in Iloilo, aimed at bolstering the city's thriving business process outsourcing (BPO) market. Dubbed Atria Technohub, the project will encompass 2 state-of-the-art office towers with a total gross leasable floor area of 25,500 square meters. Ali's president and CEO, Bernard Vincent Dai, said the development would serve as a strategic cluster of office buildings, complemented by sprawling retail and civic spaces. The Atria Technohub project will not only address the increasing demand for office spaces in Iloilo but will also contribute significantly to the city's economic growth, Dai said. According to Dai, Atria Technohub has been envisioned as a BPO campus and is poised to become the go-to business location for top BPO investors in the region. Iloilo's educational system has been churning out quality graduates, which has made it an attractive location for local and foreign BPO investors.
Atria Technohub is set to capitalize on this growth potential and create a dynamic BPO ecosystem in the city, Dai added.
Ali's move to tap into Iloilo's rapidly expanding BPO market underscores the company's commitment to capitalizing on high-growth areas and emerging opportunities. Smph SM Prime Holdings, Inc. Sci Family's SM Prime boosts office portfolio with sustainable 4Com Center.
SM Prime Holdings, the real estate arm of the Sci family, has expanded its office portfolio with the newly launched 4Com Center, located at the SM Mall of Asia complex.
The development spans over 100,000 square meters and is spread across 3 towers, each consisting of 15 floors. SM Prime VP for Commercial Properties Group Alexis Ortega said the move to expand the company's office portfolio is driven by growth momentum and optimism for the real estate industry's continued recovery. This is supported by policies that encourage the return to office, increased demand for office spaces driven by e-commerce, BPOs, and data centers, and the need for innovative and sustainable office solutions.
4Com Center is a pre-LEED Gold certified office building that focuses on optimizing business operations while minimizing environmental impact. Ortega emphasized that the 4Com Center is aligned with SM Prime's vision for master-planned office spaces and innovations that provide ideal work environments for its tenant partners. He added that the company is committed to building green buildings with world-class amenities and sustainable features that offer an inspiring work environment for its stakeholders. Creit Spnec Energy's full-fledged right model pays off with 5-fold surge in net income in 2022.
Business magnate Ed Saavedra-led Citicorp Energy Right Corp. reported a significant surge in earnings for the year 2022, quintupling to $1.25 billion.
The company attributed this success to a shift in revenue source from its rich land portfolio, resulting in a more than 4-fold increase in revenues to $1.37 billion. As a full-fledged real estate investment trust company, Citicorp Energy has found the business model of leasing assets to be more profitable and efficient, with higher EBITDA and net income margins of 98% and 91%, respectively. This has been a significant improvement compared to its previous revenue source from purely electricity sales. Citicorp Energy President and CEO Oliver Tan said the company plans to continue expanding its green asset portfolio and pursuing the growth roadmap of its sponsor, Citicorp Renewable Energy Corporation, which aims to develop a 5 gigawatts pipeline project.
Tan said this would serve as a potential asset for future Creit infusion.
Spnec. SP New Energy Corporation. You complete me. Levest picks MVP over Total, KEPCO, Mitsubishi as Big Brother, to fulfill Spnec's vision to be a solar powerhouse. Millennial billionaire Olene Levest was reportedly in talks with some of the world's biggest players in renewable energy before he chose Metro Pacific Investments, MPI, led by Manny V. Pangilinan as his partner in SP New Energy Corp. Spnec. A babbler said the signing between Levest and Pangilinan for MPI's paid $2 billion investment in Spnec came after the Yale dropout had negotiated for the past several years not only with some of the world's biggest fund managers but some of the big boys in power, specifically Total of France, Mitsubishi of Japan, and Korea Electric Power Co. KEPCO. Levest was looking for more than a financial investor but a strategic partner operator to help build solar projects. Levest had discussions with KEPCO and Mitsubishi, who were already partners with Spnec in solar farms. But the most eager is Total, one of the world's biggest investors in renewable energy, which is aggressively trying to get into the Philippines, babbler said. Babbler said Levest was aware of the pitfalls of getting a financial partner, which could abandon the company after seeing its convertible shares grow in value, because his game plan required somebody for the long haul. Babbler said Levest saw MPI as the perfect fit, not only because of its diverse infrastructure holdings, specifically in power distribution, Manila Electric Company, and generation, San Buenaventura Power, Cebu Energy, Panay Energy, Toledo Power, Panay Power, GBH Power, and Sarangani Energy.
With MPI, Leviste would get Pangilinan as chairman to add more gravity to SPNEC to pull in the big banks and big-name investors to fulfill his grand plan. He, Pangilinan, is not just an angel investor but a big brother to Leviste at a critical point in his road to building the biggest solar power firm not only in the Philippines, but in Asia. He ties everything up for lean, a babbler said. SPNEC can now sit with more confidence on the table with its other big-name partners Prime Power of ultra-billionario Ricky Razon, ACEN of the Ayala family, Aboitiz Power and Korea Electric Power Corp. KEPCO.
SPNEC can potentially build at least 2 mammoth solar projects with his gilt-edged backers, babbler said.
The deal is also a big win for MPI as its investment in SPNEC will give a boost to its re-expansion which could start delivering power in 2 to 3 years. Meralco was the first to give SPNEC large contracts 7 years ago. Babbler said Leviste's long-standing ties with Pangilinan also made it easier for him to pick MPI. Leviste's first and only job was as an intern in Meralco in 2013. Or a year before he put up SPNEC's parent, Solar Philippines. Mer Manila Electric Company harsh goodbye. MVP dumps Annabel Chua from Meralco board after 7 years, picks Metro Pacific CFO Che Cabal Revilla as new director. Manila Electric Company, Meralco, chaired by billionario Manny V. Pangilinan has ditched his longtime executive Annabel Chua from the utility firm's board. Metro Pacific Investments Chief Financial Officer June Cheryl, Che, a Cabal Revilla has been nominated to replace Chua as director during Meralco's annual stockholders meeting on May 30. Chua, PLDT's CFO, has been forced to go on paid leave since November 2022 or a month before PLDT dropped the P48 billion overspending bombshell which caused a historic fall in prices and triggered a class action lawsuit in the United States against the company's officers led by Pangilinan. Chua has been replaced as chair of Meralco's Finance Committee on November 27. She was replaced by Meralco Director Jose Ma. K. Lim as committee chief.
Chua, who has been director of Meralco since 2016, attended all 13 board meetings in 2022 and earned P2.328 million, the highest among directors after Pedro Roxas P2.4 million.
Aside from Pangilinan, the other directors set to be re-elected in Meralco are Ray C. Espinoza, Lydia B. Echaus, James L. Go, Frederick D. Go, Lance Y. Gokongwei, Jose Ma. K. Lim, Artemio V. Panganaban, Manuel V. Pangilinan, Pedro Emilio O. Roxas and Victorico P. Vargas.
CHP. Cemex Holdings Philippines, in. Cement washout. Debt-saddled Cemex mulling Philippine exit after 16 years.
Cemex, SAB-CV is actively evaluating divesting opportunities in the Philippines after completing a P2.1 billion tender offer.
The Mexico-based cement giant said the assessment of the future of Cemex Holdings Philippines, CHP, was part of its ongoing strategy to optimize and rebalance asset portfolios outside its core market like Asia. Regarding divestments, CASEC actively evaluates divestment opportunities, and does not rule out that, in the short or medium term, it may sell all of CHP's shares or cause the divestment by CHP of one or more of the operations and/or assets, to other companies that are part of the group headed by Cemex or unrelated parties, said Cemex. As of March 31, no divestment transaction is imminent and CASEC cannot guarantee that any such divestment opportunities, if any arise, will be consummated, Cemex added.
Cemex indirectly owns 89.86% of CHP through Cemex Asian Southeast Corp., CASEC.
The company has embarked on a new strategy to optimize its global portfolio for higher growth with lower risk, including strategic divestments to streamline its portfolio and delever while seeking attractive, bolt-on investment opportunities in Cemex's footprint.
Cemex wants to focus its investments in the United States and USA and Europe. It also plans to zero in on investments in big cities where there is a lot of potential for growth. Since announcing its shift in direction in September 2020, Cemex has divested from Costa Rica and El Salvador. Cemex entered the Philippine market in 1997 with an initial 30% in Rizal Cement. It was later merged with Solid Cement and Apo Cement. It has 2 cement plants, in Antipolo and Cebu, with a combined capacity of 5.7 million tons. It has roughly 750 employees. CHP has struggled to pay the $280 million it's borrowed from BDO Unibank to finance its Antipolo expansion in 2017. The much-delayed factory line, which would add 1.5 million in new capacity, is expected to start operations in April 2024. It booked a net loss of P1 billion in 2022, a reversal from the P725.5 million profit it recorded the previous year.
PBC. Philippine Bank of Communications. Lucio County jacks up stake in PBCOM, buys P213.7 million shares.
Billionario Lucio County took advantage of the recent slump in Philippine Bank of Communications, PBCom, shares to boost his stake in the country's 18th biggest lender. The grocery and booze tycoon, through VFC Land Resources, purchased 15.264 million PBCom shares at P14 each on March 29.
This increased VFC's stake from 15.32% to 18.49%, or a market value of P1.333 billion. The PBCom chairman and his wife control a combined 38.72% interest, worth P2.8 billion, in PBCom under their names.
Certec Holdings Philippines Corp. PFD. C. Gearing up for growth. Jerry Liu's Certec eyes up to P2 billion in debt issuance amid strong recovery. Semiconductor firm Certec Holdings Philippines Corp. is set to tap the debt market with a planned issuance of up to P2 billion worth of commercial papers.
The move comes after the company was assigned an issuer credit rating of PRSA with a stable outlook by Philippine Rating Services Corp.
Despite the rating reflecting an above-average capacity to meet financial commitments relative to other Philippine corporates, Certec remains somewhat susceptible to adverse changes in economic conditions. The rating was assigned given the company's established track record in the industry, strong and experienced management team, and diversified customer base. Fph First Philippine Holdings Corporation higher electricity sales lift earnings of Lopez-led First Philippine Holdings by 26%. First Philippine Holdings Corp., a unit of Lopez Group, reported a 26% jump in profit to P12.7 billion on robust contributions from its power generation and real estate units.
FPHC also posted record-high recurring net income of P12.8 billion, up 27% from P10.1 billion in the previous year. The company attributed the upturn to the outstanding performance of its major business segments, including power generation, real estate, construction, and energy solutions. Total revenues grew by 36% to P170.3 billion, driven by higher sales of electricity, improved sales bookings and construction completion of residential development projects, and an increase in the volume and value of electrical transformers and new business products sold.